Welcome to the Dukes United show. And we have Garth today with us as usual. And we'll be talking about exactly what is going to happen in the game tomorrow against Real Sociedad. And me and my son, we're going to be down there at the stadium. We're going to be watching the game live. And then we will be coming back to you guys from the stadium. Hopefully Garth and Kieran will be here for the match reaction. And we'll be doing that too. How you doing, Garth?
Yeah, good, mate. Still riding that wave of happiness from the weekend. Still, a lot of my Arsenal mates not talking to me, which is always nice. You know what I mean?
It feels great. It feels so good. It feels so good to be coming off a win. You just want to look for. You know what I do when we win? I just go and find everything regarding Man United on YouTube. And I just watch everything and everyone and what everyone's got to say about everything. Yeah. And you know what I hate the most? Coming on the show to do it as soon as it's finished, because I want to hear what the managers say. I want to hear what they keep saying. So yeah, you guys stick to us here. Stick to us. Don't go and listen to them. You can listen to them later.
Yeah.
You know, we've had Ten Hag today at the presser just a few hours ago. He's talking about what's going on and how the game's going to be going. And it's nice and refreshing to hear he wants to win every game, you know, but obviously there's some negatives as well. Martial's still out. He's getting better, but he's not sure how close he's going to be. The next thing he was asked about is, you know, about changing up the side because there's so many players who want to play. And he mentioned some people are going to be unhappy because they're not going to play every minute, but we're going to give them minutes because we are a squad. We need to use the squad. And as we know, some of these players are going to be our first team players playing tomorrow who play, you know, who are going to actually be, some players who are not playing right now, as you know, Casemiro, he's going to be playing. I'm quite sure of that. What do you think, Gar?
Casemiro, yeah, I think if you're not going to play, if Casemiro doesn't start tomorrow, then I've got to start questioning whether that was a manager's choice in the buy, because I mean, yeah, you presume he is. It's the toughest game though of our. Well, Sociedad away will be, but they're the toughest team in our group. I can imagine that he won't. When we see my team that I've changed it quite a bit, but again, I'm going with what I want. But I could imagine that he doesn't change it too much. Remember, the World Cup is only around the corner, so they've got a club manager's going to see that as like a break for his players, basically. So maybe he'll run them into the ground, and just stick with what is winning at the moment. But I think, as well as you, the Casemiro's got to start, Ronaldo's got to start. I would have thought I'd even throw in the new goalkeeper or Heaton, like Dubravka or Heaton, give one of them a game as well. Yeah. So I thought
Mr. Harry's going to play as well, isn't he?
Yeah, that's what I was about to say, and I presume Harry Maguire will get a game as well, because Varane, you do want to keep wrapped up in cotton wool sometimes, you know.
If you're fighting, if you've already been told or not yet. All right, mate. Oh my gosh. But yeah, what was it? So then there was we want to win every game. That was it. We want to win every game. So you know he's going to pick a strong side. And as you know now, what's so great is when you look at it, our reserves is actually our last season's strong side. Our Ole Gunnar Solskjaer's strongest side, pretty much, plus players that are going to make us even better. So we're going to be flying. So Alex Carantino says it was a very tough game against the Spaniards. Will be a very tough game. Yeah, definitely will. They drew with Atletico Madrid. And we know what they're like. So
yeah, but that's just, you know, like, I don't think it's going to be that. Like, they've never scored against us in the 4 times they've played against us. It's one of them. Real Sociedad, we should be winning this game. I'm like it's going to be tough. I don't want to take them for granted, but we still should be beating Real Sociedad. We've got. Like, if we're serious about what we're going to do, quickly on Martial as well. I think we said this a couple of weeks ago, Nath. Like, mate, he's really ruined. It's unfortunate for him, but his chance of being the first team striker is almost ruined now with how well we're playing. Like he's going to have to regain his spot in the team again, which is unfair because he was the highlight of the pre-season. But if he's just going to be out, because the way Ten Hag was talking, you're talking another couple of weeks at least. So you're going to miss him for another couple of weeks. It's going to be hard.
It's going to be very, very hard. You're damn right, because Rashford now scored 2 and set up a goal. And he's not playing as well as Martial, but look, he needs to play. Sancho's going to need to play. So I don't know. I don't know what happened there, but it's good to have that headache. It's really good to have that headache. So, you know, if you got them kind of players fighting for a place, it's like Man City, isn't it? When you look at Mahrez on the bench, you're thinking, what's going on? He was a top scorer last year, 25 plus goals or whatever. They got so far in Champions League, a lot because of him, and he's on the bench. He's on the bench. That's mad. But Harry Maguire says, I'm getting my place back. Yeah, only for this game.
Yeah, doubtful,
Only
mate.
for this game. And then you might even mess that up for the next chance of playing again in the league. So just don't mess it up, lad. Don't mess it up. I'm really worried about this defense. So when you was talking about we should win, depends who we play. If we've got Shaw, Maguire, Lindelof, Dalot, that's last season again. So you don't think we're just going to be all strong at the back because of that? I don't think so. But you do see Casemiro, Fred, Fernandes. That's a little bit of a different midfield, which should be able to handle the ball. And then that front three. Obviously, that's my team in it, so I don't know. But then the front three of whoever he picks, unless it's Elanga, I think there'll be a drop off in like ability to really destroy this team if Elanga starts. I think we need a bit more first, and maybe Elanga comes on off the bench in this one. I just want to see that. I want to see Anthony get more minutes. He only got 60 minutes. We've got to see Garnacho come back at some point. After his amazing performance against Real Sociedad, wasn't it? Not Real Vallecano. Who did we play in?
Rayo Vallecano. Yeah.
So yeah, Rabbits and Headlights says, please don't take Real for granted by playing an understrength side tomorrow. This is the thing. How is he ever going to use some of these players if he doesn't use them tomorrow? Yeah. What are we going to do?
Well, I think that's why you got to look at it. As our starters last year, the team didn't work. But I have got no doubt in my mind that Luke Shaw is a fantastic backup left back, like outstanding. He's a quality baller. Let's not get things twisted. Maguire, he's got a point to prove, and this is it now. Maguire got something to prove. Prove it. It might really be best. He's still a decent footballer. Yeah. Fred, I'm not worried about these players coming in. These are the John O'Shea's that we used to have, the Wes Browns, and you were never worried about seeing Wes Brown at the back. You know what I mean? You were never worried about John O'Shea. You were never worried about seeing Fletcher in the team. So I don't think we have an understrength team. Like, just by bringing Maguire, this is why when you see my team, where we're getting probably just by bringing Maguire in now, doesn't automatically make this team rubbish all of a sudden because we're in a winning, confidence is up. I'm sure you've seen it enough times, Nate, in your career. Like once the team's winning in a stride, you can make small changes without it ruining the whole dynamic on the pitch, can't you? So
you can. You can. I can see us doing okay still. Look, we did win games when he played before. It's not like if he plays, we're definitely going to lose. I think we could. There's a very high chance we concede a goal. In terms of losing, it's a different thing.
Yeah.
Have enough to be able to beat them, even if we concede goals. So it shouldn't matter in this. However, I do believe in the season, as the season goes along, he could be the difference between us getting that third or fourth spot or fifth and sixth this year. I think it's going to come down to a few points. And it might come down to a little injury to a Varane or a Martinez and him coming back in. And then we're losing points in them games. That's what I can see happening because we decided to get rid of Eric Bailly. And funny enough, he's the next person we're going to be talking about. Eric Bailly has come out and he said the English players had priority at United and he didn't get a full chance. Even when players were not playing well, they still retained their position because they were English. There's one thing there that it is a bit annoying hearing the word because they're English.
Yeah, that's what I was going to do.
Yeah, I don't think it's because they're English. I just think he just didn't want to mention the person's name outright. Yeah. And the reality is, this Maguire played so bad last year. It was so poor, and he still gets to play. And that's not fair because Bailly, when he even came in, he had a man of the match performances. I remember. And then he comes out the next game. We're all going, why is he not playing? Because they spent 80-something million on the player and they didn't want to say, listen, you're on the bench now, you're not playing. And that was what they were kind of embarrassed to not play him anymore because they've spent so much money, I believe. What do you believe on that anyway, initially?
You took the words out of my mouth, Dave, about the English bit, because when I heard that as well, it's like, I don't think I think it was just that he liked Harry Maguire and for some reason didn't like you. Eric Bailly's got every reason to be pissed off with the situation at Man United because I agree. The Maguire and Lindelof, Lindelof not so much, but Maguire especially, was so bad last year. Like Phil Jones came in for a game and we're all like, he's better. Bailly not like I was always said about the injury record, but like you've always countered with, and it's a fair counter. He ain't injured at the moment.
Yeah,
he's not injured at the moment. He's definitely better than Maguire. So. And look, what's that like? We've loaned him out to where did he go? Sorry, Marseille. Was it by Marseille?
Is he Sevilla?
Sevilla, is it? Right. Anyway, wherever. And and we've still got Maguire. So he's got points. Like you say, it ain't about Englishmen, it's about Harry Maguire. I mean, Maguire was awful, and I haven't got stats in front of me, but let's be face it, did he get a start? He got 1 or 2, did he? If that.
Last year he got about 3 starts or 4.
Yeah, 3. It's not acceptable.
It's not fair. It's not fair. The reality is, look, he was fit all of last year.
Yeah.
He came in, done really well. So then why didn't he stay in? And some players, we know how bad, like we said, we know how bad, not only Maguire, Shaw went really bad. Lindelof wasn't the best last year either. And then, like you said, Jones played a few games, but I just didn't get it. It was like some kind of politics why he's just not playing, and it didn't make sense. And I was just thinking, wow, he's not going to stay here, is he? He's going to go.
No.
And he said what he said with the manager. Eric Ten Hag wanted him to stay, wanted him to get a chance because everyone will get a chance and play. He did, but he said he didn't want to play sometimes. He wanted to play all the time and feel wanted. So
that's fair. That's fair at his age, man.
Yeah. And the thing is, I'd love him to have stayed because if Varane gets injured, we can throw him in and we're just as strong. I'm telling you, I believe 100% we'd have no problems defensively. Now I'm worried for the whole season now. If any of those boys at the back get injured at centre-back, I'm worried. I swear I'm worried. I don't know who we've got. Even Tuanzebe's still injured.
I think Lindelof with Martinez is all right. And this is why I think Maguire with Martinez is all right because it's not Maguire and Lindelof. But I know exactly what you mean.
That was Brentford, by the way.
Yeah, I know.
That was Brighton.
Lindelof then. I think Lindelof's all right. But and it is Marseille's gone to, by the way. It is Marseille. But I think Marseille. By should have been our third choice centre back, and maybe that's what he was offered because he looked like that in pre-season. And he's fair to say, I'm 28, World Cup round the corner. I presume Ivory Coast have made it, but maybe not. But anyway, international scene. I'm 28. I need first team football. I need to play week in, week out, and it's fair. I think that's fair, man. So. Yeah,
I believe he was injured. His weakness was in getting injured a lot. I felt unpredictability. I don't think there was no problems there. When you look at him overall, he didn't really have a problem with him defensively. He made the odd mistake, but I don't mind the odd.
His concentration lapse. He did have the occasional, if there was anything, but I know what you're saying.
When he's playing every week, look, he played, out of them 4 games, he might have even been man of the match 3 of those games, And that performance was better than any other centre-back that we've had in how many years? Just those performances on their own. I remember when he played with Maguire at Chelsea at Stamford Bridge. He was on fire. We were looking so strong, and then he didn't play. I'm like, I can't believe it. But anyway, he's on loan to the end of the season.
I don't think any of us could believe it. But do you know what? He's fair to say it because I don't think any of us could believe first game of the season Maguire was starting over after Bailly's performances in pre-season. So he has got a point to say that if he's looking at it from the outside, we've seen it before. He must think that there's a vendetta against him. That Maguire.
You know what? Rabbit Headlight saying Bailly made me nervous. Look,
it
make you nervous. But at the end of the day, if you're not playing week in, week out, you see how players are when they're not playing week in, week out. Now, at the moment, Ronaldo, he scores nearly every game or every other game. And now, look, he's coming off the bench. He's not really scored. He's looking good, okay, but no goals, nothing, because you're on the bench. So if you don't play 90 minutes, you're not going to be as sharp as you want to be. And that's Ronaldo of all people. Bailly needs games to look normal. To not make them silly mistakes, to not have them lapses of concentration. Even with those things, I want him in my team ahead of Maguire and a Lindelof. So that's me anyway. But anyway, Who am I? What can I say? But anyway, look, he's done well to get his move. Hopefully he does well. Wish him all the best where he is.
And he's only on loan, remember, as well. So
that's the main thing. He can stay fit for the season, and then he could come back possibly and then be a player in our squad. Because we definitely need a player like that involved. Because Tuanzebe injured again. I don't.
I can honestly see Maguire being sold at the end of the season as well. So there's a spot for Bailly then. So, but yeah.
So let's get to the predictions anyway. You've put your match prediction team up for tomorrow. You predicted this side. Talk me through why you decided them players are going to play.
Yeah. So, like I said, I can see him very easily sticking with the same team. I can, but Europa League for me. I'm not disrespecting competition. These are some people might think this is the second team. These are all strong players. They need their minutes. I would do this if I was manager all the time. They need their minutes in it. And you've got to show them a bit of trust as well. This is a big game. So yeah, so bring Shaw back because, like I said, I trust Shaw. He's just sometimes he don't play very well. Give Dubravka the goalkeeper. If you want to play De Gea, fine. But I think it's always. It was never. I never used to like it, but I like the idea of playing the second choice goalkeeper in the cup competitions because these days second choice goalkeepers are well good. It ain't like the old days where they had like the coach, the goalkeeping coach, the backup goalkeeper. You know what I mean? Yeah, we know, mate. We know.
Love it.
So yeah, sure, Maguire. I wouldn't make wholesale changes though at the back. I wouldn't take all four out. I definitely wouldn't. So I'd keep Martinez and Dallo. Casemiro's got to start for me, I think, to prove that he's actually part of this team. See how he does. European night, he's made for it.
Yeah.
But McTominay's been playing really well, but again, he's played every game, so give Fred a start. Fernandes, I think in the Fernandes role,
he plays all the time, doesn't he?
It's one of them positions, man. It's not that, like, he has impact runs, don't he, every so often, but he's not moving all game fast impact, so his stamina's fine, so he can play another game. Anthony starts for me, I think. I know. Oh God, no Man United, mate. That's not even a joke. Don't joke about it.
Don't even mention that.
Yeah, you know. Yeah, Anthony starts for me after the weekend. Definitely get that sharpness up, even if it's just a half. Give him a half. Ronaldo starts for me. Definitely get that sharpness up. And then I've got Elanga because, in fairness to Elanga, he did play in those 3 wins before Anthony showed up. So show him a little bit of faith in him. But if they play this team like this, then I'm fully expecting us to be 2-0 up at half time, and then changes. Garnacho, Iqbal, maybe a Savage. I'm fully expecting to see that. So.
Okay. Well, that team's looking pretty much. I'm sure one of us will get it right one day. Soon, settled side one day. But I've gone for a slightly different side. It's similar to yours, but let's take a look. I've gone with Dubravka. Yeah, I just think he's going to come in because you know you're going to have to change the defense, the goalkeeper at some point. Let him have a little rest up. Probably be on the bench anyway. We've got to say rest Anthony for Palace. I don't think he needs rest. He's had too much time chilling out because he didn't want to play in the last 2 games for Ajax. He's got to get his fitness back up. So an hour now would be great for him.
Sorry, no, I've asked you this before, I'm sure, but again, could you go Thursday, Sunday for 8 weeks in a row? Could you do that yourself as a pro? Like, I know it's tiring at the end, the compound in injuries of it all, maybe. But at the time, surely you can get through it, can't you?
Yeah. You can get through. Like Thursday, Sunday will be tough, but you can get through it. Like I played 46 games in the season plus cup games and everything. This is 38 games in the season and cup games. So we were every Tuesday, Saturday, Wednesday, Saturday. All the time. Like it's not end of the day you need like 72 hours and you're back ready again. You can play again. You just need to not have any little niggles that hurting you, calf strain. If you get a calf strain or a hamstring strain, like I don't know whether Rashford had something wrong with his muscle, but he was holding his muscle on Sunday. That made me think, he ain't playing because you can't risk that.
You find it out, that's right.
Unless he's got a cramp, but he wouldn't just sit there and just touch something in his leg. That looks like he's got some kind of little bit of a, maybe a little bit of a strain.
Just somewhere. A niggle. Yeah.
Thinking, you know what? I need to come off because this could get worse. So he might need 10 days. He might not even play Sunday if that's the case. But when you look at the other players, I think they all look fine. I think there's no problem there. But so me going to the back four, I'm looking at what I think he will do. I don't want to see Martinez playing with Maguire ever again. I don't think that's a partnership that we need because, look, that's not a partnership that goes well together. Maguire needs help and Martinez needs help. What Martinez does is he goes in like the animal, and then if he gets beat, you got the help behind, Maguire can't be the help because he needs help. If you get what I mean. So you can't do that. You've got to get someone that, and this is it. Lindelof is also a guy who needs help. So now you've got 3 players who need help. Who's there that's going to be the main man to push and then look and come and cover for you? We ain't got that no more. So we're going to struggle at the back because Varane will not play. Definitely we're going to struggle for me in terms of if we are going to, if there is going to be a weakness, it will be at centre-back. And I believe these 2 will play together. I believe Shaw will get a chance. And they will not. I feel they will. Look, I hope they're going to win. look, obviously I've already said we're going to win in my mind. I
Mm-hmm.
have put that as my prediction, but I just hope that they up their game and come up to the levels of the other players. They're going to have to. Like, sure, you're going to have to pull your finger out if you want to get in this side. And this is where he usually thrives. When he's got someone behind him,
Exactly, yeah.
taking his shirt, or someone in front of him this time taking his shirt. What are you going to do, Shaw? Are you going to chill today, or are you going to go, you know what? I want to give the manager something to think about. I hope you really do the latter.
Oh, 100%.
Struggles. Dalot, I think he'll do okay. He'll play all right because he's got Casemiro and Fred. I'm hoping that he'll be able to bounce off and options will be there. They're going to know how to play together already. Bruno, we know. I think, like I said, Anthony's going to play because he's not played enough minutes. Ronaldo, again, he's the same. He hasn't played enough minutes and he needs minutes. He needs a goal.
He needs a goal,
how angry he was when he didn't get that chance because of the quality of the ball into him. He was upset. And I really want to see Garnacho because the last time we saw him, it was against the Spanish side and he was tearing people up. And he's been waiting to tear us again.
Yeah.
That tomorrow must be the day. I hope Elanga. Thing is, Elanga will be unfair on Elanga, as you know. That's why I can see what you might.
Oh yeah. But when we get to my goal scorers, Garnacho, didn't he? He deserves his minutes, Garnacho. He deserves his minutes. Quick one on the defence. Then you're talking about you don't want to see Maguire Martinez. God forbid it doesn't happen. Touching wood, it doesn't. But Varane goes down injured. Lindelof all day for you as the next choice, is it then? And then possibly Tuanzebe before you even look at Maguire again.
Yeah, I would. I'd put on an injured Tuanzebe if he was. No, I just don't really think Maguire can do a job. Look what he did. He come on, he fouls straight away, and then he nearly gives a penalty away twice. I think it was. He's hit the guy, and that could easily have been a pen.
Yeah, no, I know what you're saying.
It's too clumsy, man. It's not enough. I can't imagine we did all of that and it got undone by Maguire doing that. Nah, mate, I can't have that. I'm just telling you what I think, and we need to have strong players who can do the job. And I really think Lindelof is stronger than Maguire.
All day, yeah. The only reason... Oh, sorry.
Go on.
I was going to say, the only reason he's not in my team today is because Lindelof's just got back, hasn't he, from injury. I would have had Lindelof instead of Maguire, 100%. Yeah. But, yeah, it's just going to be interesting. It's interesting. I wonder if ever in football there's been such a fall where from one manager to the next, you're week in, week out starter, captain of the team, and now you're down the pecking order. I see a Spurs fan in the building, joking as per usual.
Come on, it's Charleston.
Please.
It's not against Sociedad. Let him play against both.
Both.
60 minutes today. It's like training, isn't it? If you play for 60 minutes, just like you're training. So that should be fine. Give him 60 minutes again. Let him get sharper, get him fitter. And it's against lesser opposition as well. Let him get more used to just playing with United boys. And then come Sunday, he's playing again and absolutely on fire. Yeah. And hopefully Cristiano's on fire and itching to get on off the bench as well. Imagine that. So... So I was going to say, the football these days is becoming very much like we were talking about with the rugby. 60 minutes, you want the game dead and buried by then, so you can rotate your players. So Anthony, in theory, only be playing, if we're doing really well, you'll see he only plays 60, 65 minutes a week anyway, because of what we've got on the bench and everything. Yeah. So you play him every week. He's not, you're not running him. This is what I was trying to get to with if you're not running him into the ground, I don't think. It comes down to the player now. If he's got a little niggle that he's hiding from everybody, then that's down to him, you know what I mean? And then that's something that you would never, if you've got a niggle,
exactly.
You're not playing, mate. Yeah. Simple as that. You're gonna come off and say, listen, I'm not playing at all. As soon as you feel any muscles, get off the field. You will be out. You'll be prolonging. If you play 5 extra minutes, you'll be prolonging your recovery by at least 2 weeks, 3 weeks. Yeah. Just by 5 extra minutes by being stupid from a muscle injury. No chance. Because it goes from a slight stretch to a tear. To a total tear. You just don't need it. No. You don't need it. But anyway, what do you predict? You've got here, you're 3-0.
3-0. Yeah, 3-0 from me. And like I say, I reckon, I think 2-0 half time, Ronaldo and Elanga comes off. Or maybe even Ronaldo comes off in 60 minutes and we push one of them in through the middle or something. But I think we see Garnacho tomorrow. I really do. Unless we're losing, obviously. I think we see, like I say, at half time, I think we see some of the. I think Iqbal, Savage, one of those two deserves coming on as well at some point, and I think the Garnacho, and maybe even the left back for Fernandez, because Dallo, we've got no right back. Play him as a right back for the last 20 minutes or something. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So,
well, I wished Eric Wan-Bissaka was actually fit to try and come in and try and see what he can do. But we'll see if he can actually go on.
We need him fit. As much as I've derided him recently, we need him fit because we need competition. But we can't. As much as I'm saying you can play week in, week out. If Dallo picks up a knock like we're talking about, we need someone who isn't a 17-year-old to come in. So
I think defensively he'll be sound. I don't have no problem with him. Like if you can't really play forwards, and it's not the end of the world for me. If you can defend,
exactly.
that's the most important thing. So stopping goals and let the other boys get on with it, I'm happy with that. So Alex Karatakirian says, after one game, you come to that conclusion. The Gooners will finish above you. Spurs are rubbish. Ooh.
I tell you what I forgot about, actually. We've still got that Brandon Williams, ain't we? So he can maybe we might even see.
I haven't done any.
You might even see that Brandon Williams come on at right back. I forgot we still got him.
He's injured.
Oh, he's injured. So there you go then. Yeah. So we need AWB. We need AWB back quick time then.
Yeah. We've got a few injuries to players that you didn't think about. Like Tuanzebe, like Brandon Williams.
Yeah. I didn't know Ronnie van der Beek had a little knock either, to be fair. So
yeah, exactly. So a bit of a nightmare. But look, I'm going with 2-1 because I don't see us keeping a clean sheet with that back four. But I do see Ronaldo getting 2 goals because he's hungry for goals and he does not mess about. So I see us winning 2-1 with that side. I think we're going to, be spending some time getting used to each other because this team has really not really played together. So it's going to be a little bit of work in progress, but we'll get the 2-1 win and we'll get the job done at Old Trafford. We should do anyway.
Yeah.
I'm quite happy with that. Looks good. I'm excited. I got my tickets. Me and my son got our tickets. We'll be behind the goal from the international suite side. So yeah,
mate, I want to see you go viral then, Nathan, in the crowd when we score. I want to see you go viral, mate. I don't know how you're going to do it, mate. Full body paint, bruv. Full body paint. You know what I mean? Remember that Newcastle fan that used to always just straight up.
Oh my god.
Pair of tighty whities, mate. Just.
Oh man, yeah. I think the phones don't really work when you're in the stadium properly. So you gotta wait till you get out and see what you can do. I'm going to try my best to get myself out to the spots where people are doing their little shows and stuff. Jump on and, jump on the show here and give my little roundup of what I saw in the flesh for once. Congratulations for the Arsenal victory. Thank you, Japanese boy.
Still riding high, mate.
But yeah, put them in their place, innit? Trying to say that they can't put any players in our side. What madness is that? You know what some people were saying? Only Ronaldo would get on their bench from all our starting 11. I'm like, you lot are taking him.
Yeah, mate. The delusion is strong with them boys, mate. The Arsenal fans. The delusion, mate, is ridiculous. I'm only taking one of their players now. That's it. I'm taking Ramsdale. That's it, mate. And even
I'm not even taking him. Forget it. He makes just enough mistakes as flipping De Gea.
No, to be fair, yeah.
So I'm not having that number. I'm not having that Ramsdale over De Gea. I don't care. What anyone says.
To be fair, Hendo's been making a few mistakes at Forest the last couple of weeks and all, ain't he? So
all these guys are making mistakes. De Gea's still fine by me. I'm having him. Even though his footwork ain't the best. I don't care. He can defend and he can save free kicks like the other one.
Yeah, it's a great here. Yeah, his shot's not supreme. My next stop for me, I would be a new goalkeeper now. I think that's the next looking top, but still, like you say, he's good for a couple of years if need be. So,
all right, well, we're pretty much done here anyway. The next Crystal Palace versus Man United, Sunday, the 11th of September, 4:30. We will be doing a pre-match for that.
Tough game.
Yeah, very tough game away at Palace. It is tough. It's always tough down there. We got beat last game of the season as well. So that's when we got to get back on them. And join us for the before we go. I'm gonna give some updates quickly on the score between me and Gar.
Thought I got away with it.
14-11. I'm just getting results right. Like I said, once I know it.
No, sorry, no, right. I'm gonna write down. What did you have Ronaldo over brace, didn't you? You just had
Huh?
Ronaldo over brace 2-1. You said, didn't you? 2-1 to United. Ronaldo brace.
Add on the numbers to that once it happens and we win 2-1. Please. You know it's going to happen. We got to see the starting lineup first. He might not even be playing.
No. We're not having that no more. There's no more last minute alterations, Dave. I allowed it last week, mate. No. I allowed it last week. It's only it's what's said on the show.
It changes. If you tell me before the game, I'll take your last team that you say after that starting lineup's found. You tell me your team, I'll take that. If you want to make any adjustments, you can do it. No problem. You just like Dream Team, right? Before kickoff, you can change. Soon as kickoff, you can't.
No, mate. No. There's that's Friday midday. That Dream Team thing, Ken. You're not allowed to do nothing after that, mate. You know what I mean? So no.
Oh man, our rules are a little bit different.
Although to be fair, your Dream Team's doing well as well. I see you climbing up the table and nowhere, Nate. Week behind everyone, getting close, mate.
I don't mess about. If I started, I think I would be top. If I started at the start first week, so I'm quite happy with that. To be fair, I'll catch up. And then I'll start talking as well. I'll just chill right now, stay in the background, not say nothing, then bang straight on it. But listen, everyone in the comments, thank you for your input. I hope you like the new intro and outro as well, and join us for the match reaction at 10 tomorrow. It should be at 10 o'clock. Maybe I'll be on about 10 past 10. You never know. But I'll be trying to get on as quickly as possible.
International Man in Mystery, Nath. I might be there. I can't guarantee.
You never know. Might not be any signal there. You know, my son will be there. We'll say what we got to say on the match. So yeah, thanks a lot for your time, guys. Make sure you like and subscribe, of course. And Garth, I will see you on Thursday, 10 p.m. Peace.